Coming up on Small Town Big Deal.
Don't you need one of these?
I have one.
Luke, I am your father.
One of the world's longest yard sales.
400 miles, 3 days, and one objective.
Now this is my kind of yard sale.
Look what I got. Hit the road with us as we crisscross Kentucky in search of deals, but find more than we bargained for.
Oh!
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl.
And this episode is going to be a whole lot different than anything we've ever done before.
That's right, because we are going to start at one end of Kentucky, and by the end of 30 minutes, we're going to be all the way on the other end of Kentucky.
And why are we doing that?
Well, because there is a 400-mile yard sale on Old Highway 68.
Oh my goodness, I sense a lot of shopping.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Well, we can't stop everywhere, Jan.
But we might miss a bargain.
It's an annual event like no other. 4 days in June, where residents of virtually every town along Old State Highway 68 drag their stuff out of their attics, basements, and garages to get wheeling and dealing with thousands of bargain hunters who come from far and wide.
This is insane. How did it all start?
Oh, it started 12 years ago, and it was an idea.
And your idea?
Well, actually, a couple of people. We were thinking about how we could get people back into these small communities. And people were bypassing the communities. We had antique shops that were barely staying open, neat restaurants people didn't know about. So we decided we'd start this, and the yard sales started opening up.
They started popping up.
Everywhere.
So here's the plan. We're going to start out in Paducah in the southwest corner of Kentucky and over 3 days travel northeast on 68 to Maysville, where the Ohio River marks the state line.
Okay, Jan, you ready?
Oh, please, when it comes to yard selling, I was born ready.
It's going to be a long trip. Have you ever seen this many yard sales ever?
Oh no, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can't go a quarter of a mile even out in the country without coming upon a yard sale.
And no sooner had we started out.
Oh my goodness, Jan, I can't believe what we just found. Oh my goodness. Jan, you gotta see this.
Then out in a field on the outskirts of Little Cadiz, Kentucky, a huge find for me.
We were driving by and we saw this tractor.
He's got like radar.
Sees every farmall.
You have got to know that this is the first tractor I learned to drive. My daddy taught me how to drive tractors on a Super H.
What's the history of the tractor?
Well, this was my father's tractor.
It was.
It was. He bought it in 1954.
So if you sold it to me, I'd be the second owner.
Right.
Wow.
So, and you know that I'm going to take care of it because you know my history.
Right. We watched the show.
I like old things, you know, so.
So do I, Rodney.
Hey, that was good. Can I take it for a spin?
You sure can.
Sure. We'd be glad for you to drive it. Wow.
Woo!
He's in hog heaven.
You know, that's even happier than he is with a plate of fried chicken.
Oh, I bet.
Now that was fun.
Maybe we can work a deal.
You got my card? You
I
gonna
have
let
your
me know?
card. Yes.
You're gonna call me with a price?
I'll call you with a price.
Okay. And then maybe I can beg Jan, she might loan me some money.
She'll loan you some money.
If the price is right, I might.
Now that is the way to start a 400-mile garage sale.
So we got back on the road, and it wasn't long before.
Hey, that looks pretty interesting.
Ooh, okay.
The name says it all. Apple Valley Hillbilly Art and Toyland.
So Keith, what exactly is this?
Well, I've been told by other artists this is considered a folk art environment.
Keith's folk art included displays like Thronehenge and a piece he calls the original potty mouth.
It's kind of equal parts weird and wonderful.
Inside Keith's Toyland, it was kind of like Green Acres meets the Twilight Zone. Over the decades, he's amassed a huge collection.
How many pieces would you estimate are in here?
I quit counting at 3,500. I did count up to 3,500. And that does include all the little individual characters.
Keith, this has been great, but we got more garage sales to go to.
Hey, we might find some cool stuff for you too.
Cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. It's pretty awesome what you have here.
Well, you all come back now, you hear?
The thing about traveling down Old 68 and stopping at all these yard sales and going through all these small towns, you just never know what's around the corner.
Haven't you ever pondered how bowling balls are made?
No, not even once.
Well, we got to find out firsthand when our route took us through the small town of Hopkinsville, home to Ebonite International, a leading manufacturer of bowling balls.
About how many bowling balls do you produce a day?
We make about 2,000 balls a day.
This is how a bowling ball begins?
It is. That is the inner core, kind of like the engine of the bowling ball.
From this strange-shaped resin inner core, it's a long, involved, and precise process that leads to a finished bowling ball.
Missouri Tiger colors.
We need to check this out firsthand. So where can we try our hand at one of your balls?
Well, we've actually got a test center right down the road, so we can go throw a couple balls and see how it works.
What do you think, Jan?
Yeah, like a bowling alley?
We do.
Oh, yeah. Do you have those bumpers, though?
Nah.
You don't need bumpers. Come on.
We turned this into a little friendly competition. Then Rodney added a wager.
Loser has to buy a $50 yard sale item for the other one. Just a little two-frame match. You know, it should be a piece of cake. I'm not sure for who. Yeah.
I didn't hit a gutter.
Good job. It does have bowls in
I thought that was going to be mine. I think I'm smelling victory. Woo!
I feel $50 leaving me.
After a lucky throw, Rodney had one last chance to redeem himself.
Okay,
15 to 10.
Woo! I think the recruits are going to be calling.
When we come back,
Look what I got.
more roadside treasures from the 400-mile yard sale.
What are you doing? Have I not taught you anything?
And the eye-popping discovery we made out in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa! What is that?
That's next. Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal as we make our way across Kentucky and the 400-mile yard sale.
Is that one thing you're looking for?
No, I don't think there's one thing I'm looking for. I like to find unique things that I can give to people as presents.
We started day 2 in the rolling countryside of West Central Kentucky, ready to shop till we drop.
I think this is maybe Howard Hughes' tricycle.
Jan's still looking for this 8-track of Elvis.
Oh my gosh, it's an otter.
Don't you need one of these?
I have one.
Luke, I am your father.
Pink?
Maybe as a weapon. It's a chicken feeder.
Now this is my kind of yard sale.
Okay, this is me.
Jan, I think I found you something.
This is the one that Rodney probably thinks I need. Yep.
Okay, enough shopping. Let's make some deals.
How you doing today?
Hey, good, man. How about you?
Oh, pretty good. Need a horse water today?
I do. Usually $300 or $400 new, aren't they?
They are. Take $60.
$60? I'm a poor boy from Georgia.
Well, I'm a poor boy from Hardyville.
How about 30?
No, I can't do it, babe.
Jan's gonna shoot me, you know, because I'm buying all this stuff, filling the truck up, and she's not gonna be able to buy anything. Well, I'm gonna take it.
I need a salesman so I can put you to work.
I think I'll take it. We got
All
a
right,
deal.
I appreciate it.
Now I gotta get the truck and get that loaded. Will you help me load it?
I'll help you load it for another 20.
You know, one of the best things about doing this sale is the people you meet along the way.
So I understand you guys have stopped at about 250 yard sales so far.
Yep.
In just 2 days?
This is our third day.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you know, the shop till you drop.
Art and Carol from St. Louis have been coming to this sale for years.
So what would you guys say is the best thing about this?
I think it's the people. You get to know the people, they get to be friends. Even though you just see them once a year, you kind of catch up on everything.
And then after about 3 or 4 days of it and several hundred miles and getting in and out of the car about 400 times, the good part's the end of it.
So Rodney and I are trying to do the entire 400 miles in 3 days as best we can. Any advice, any tips?
You're not making any stops.
I would like to find a pony saddle for my grandbaby, Lily.
Oh.
I've got her a pony and no saddle. And you know, as chance would have it, we came to the right place.
We got them. Got 2 right here.
So what are you asking for this one?
$50 a piece.
50 bucks.
Make you a deal if you take them both, though.
Okay, this is a total no-brainer. I mean, come on, it's his 4-year-old granddaughter, Lily, and she needs a saddle.
So what about 75 for the pair? You look like a man who would make a deal.
Tell you what, I'd take $80 for the pair.
How about 77.50?
I'm gonna throw in the tie straps for $80.
80 bucks.
Sounds good.
We got a deal.
Sounds good.
Sound all right to you?
Sounds all right to me. You got a lot of oiling to do. And saddle soaping to do. But it'll come, that's the thing about leather, it will come back. Yes. It will come back. You're gonna have to baby it, but it'll come back.
Hey, good. I wish our skin was like that.
Yeah.
Take and soak that with a water hose and tie it down.
Yeah.
And then when it dries, take the ropes off and then oil it, and that will stay down. It won't curl up.
Okay.
A little trick.
Well,
Big purchase.
on to the next one.
Don't be spending all your money. You gotta buy me a $50 item.
Is that 50 or 25?
No, that's 50. Oh, I thought it was 100. Maybe that was 100. That.
My memory's not too good, so.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll get out of the heat. It'll come back to you.
When we come back, up close with Kentucky's bluegrass babies. Some say this guy could be the next Triple Crown winner.
You okay?
Yeah, you took a plug out of it.
Let's go.
Plus, more yard sale madness.
He told me to get enough of it.
Every different size.
That's beautiful.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal.
We're now about 2/3 of the way through our whirlwind trip along Kentucky's 400-mile yard sale, and we are having the best time.
Since this is the last day of the sale, and we are on the historic Highway 68, and it goes right through horse country, we decided to make an early morning stop at the famous Keeneland racetrack in Lexington and watch some of the beautiful thoroughbreds work out.
Good morning, Hal.
Nicholas Newman's a 4th-generation thoroughbred breeder.
These are the best athletes in the world, human or otherwise. People love a winner, and that's what we make here in Central Kentucky is winners. The stallions are here, the bloodlines are here. There are other places that breed horses, but they're all battling for second place. It's just the geography of Central Kentucky, the open grass, the rolling hills. These are all things that make this the perfect place to raise a racehorse.
Leaving Keeneland, we made a short trip through some of the most gorgeous countryside ever on the way to Magdalena Farm, home to some very pricey horses.
She is a license to print money. Every one of her offspring that she's produced, CJ's Lily, have sold for 6 figures or more at auction.
Many of the new foals here have a decent shot at being the champions of tomorrow.
Hi, Mama. Good job. You had a very nice baby. You really want to have a piece of me? No? I'd like to give you a nice rub, but Rodney will give you a nice rub.
There you go.
Now, the thing about horses is they're really quick.
You okay?
Yeah, you took a plug out of it.
Are you bleeding?
No.
Oh, he got you good.
Well, that left a pretty good bruise. But it was time to get moving anyway. We're here in the home stretch of the yard sale with just a few hours to go.
Look what I got.
You love popcorn.
I know, but I kind of collect the vintage ones. I don't think it was ever used. Look, see, these have 3 parts. On eBay, this could be anywhere between 25 and maybe 65.
Wow. And what'd you pay for it?
Guess.
15. $2?
$2? Yeah.
Score. Since you're such a popcorn connoisseur, I found something when you weren't even looking
What?
that you're going to enjoy.
Oh my
some popcorn baskets.
Okay, so this is for me, my size, and those are your size. Did you get these for me?
I did. As soon as I saw them, I thought, that's Jann.
And wouldn't you know it, in the last hour, in the last town, at the very last yard sale on the route, Rodney found something he just had to have. A traffic light.
They're marked $100 each. He offered him $50. What would Rodney do with this?
And that set the stage for a fierce negotiation with urban archaeologist Mark McCann.
$75.
The best I can do is $90.
Well, it's a start.
So now I'm at 80 and you're at 90. Could we split it?
I can't do it. I would love to.
This guy's tough.
So now I'm at 85 and you're at 90.
And we're getting close. It's probably the last deal of the day. It's late in the evening. What's $5?
That's what I'm saying to you. What's $5? $5 is keeping you from getting $85.
I'm going to do it.
All right.
I'm going to do it.
Hey,
I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Then it was Jann's turn to make one last deal.
Okay, so found one more thing. So how much for that?
Is that a crown fork?
No, it's a potato fork.
Potato fork.
Potato fork.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was my grandfather's.
It
Oh,
was
no.
not. It was not.
It really was.
He gave it to you on his deathbed.
No. He told me to get enough out of that to try to bury Grandma.
Well, obviously, I cannot afford this.
Grandma has been gone, but we've been paying faithfully on a funeral bill, and we owe $15.
You're full of
We owe $15 on Granny's funeral.
That was a work of art. No way Jann's falling for that.
How much is it really going for? For real?
For real, $7.50.
How about if I pay you 10?
Jann? What are you doing? Have I not taught you anything?
I like you.
That's too
I like
good a
you. That's
deal.
good. That's good. That's good. The dance is over.
What? What'd I do? And I'll think of your grandpa.
You don't worry about Grandma, because we was really worried how we was going to pay the rest of that money.
You don't want him to dig up the casket and take
No,
it back.
No, we want Grandma to stay where she's at, because he was pretty mean.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jann, if anything happens to me, I think he's your new co-host.
And after 400 miles of shopping in 3 days, stick a fork in us. We're done.
It's for actually training co-hosts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal. Just how successful was the 2015 sale?
Nearly 5,000 shoppers turned out from 34 states and 7 foreign countries. There were over 1,000 registered vendors selling their wares, and on average, each took in $1,200.
All told, the 4-day event brought in close to $2.5 million to the local economy.
Well, we made it.
Yeah.
400 miles of yard sales from Paducah to the Ohio River. What was your favorite part?
Well, I love the bowling ball factory because that was just so cool. I love horses, and of course, the
Yes, you
foals,
do.
the little baby foals. Yeah. What about
Big
you?
deal. I thought you were going to say beat me in bowling.
Oh, that
That
too.
was my least favorite.
Oh, that too.
You know, I loved all that stuff you said.
Yeah,
and I loved
spending your
meeting
money.
all of the people at the yard sale, yes. And all the cool stuff. And I got some good buys too.
You did.
But the countryside, the drive, that was gorgeous. That by far is the best thing for me. Kentucky is a beautiful state.
Amazing. Now, I've got something for you, okay? A little present. You got me a present? I got you a present. To hang next to your stoplight. Ta-da!
That'll look cool. Lots
Yeah.
of color for my shop.
And lots of memories.
I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jann Carl.
Join us again next week when once again we celebrate the great stories from across America. People need to see how big this tree is.
We're not even halfway around.
I'm queen of the bowling ball!
Jann! Your skin's so smooth now.
You weren't supposed to recognize me.